Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. More rains in Texas, which, I mean, Texas, I've never seen Texas as green at this time of year.
This time of year, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It's
incredible.
It's lush.
Yeah.
It's beautiful here. Yesterday, I was downtown in a place called Highland Park, and I saw all these green ribbons around the tree. And my first reaction was a yellow ribbon. Who is... And then my next reaction was like, all right, what does the green ribbon mean? And then I realized, this is for all the loss of life here in Florida in the last flood. JP Decker is with us now, who is runs Mercury One, and AJE, welcome.
Welcome, thank you. It's good to be here.
First time, JP, ever. We've known each other for how long?
14, 15 years, something
14,
like that.
15 years we've
you're
worked
going
together.
Low number there.
Yeah, I know. I lose track of time. But you, for the very first time, you wrote to me on day one, and I said, what's happening with the floods? And you said, we're just staying out of the way. And I was like, what? For the first time ever since Mercury One's been doing this, he said, the state has this so buttoned up. We just want to stay out of the way. So we were just feeding people, right? We were just working with our partners because we didn't want to get in the way of the search and rescue. And like you were saying, the loss of life on this one, it's horrific to see what these kids went through. Do you know what the loss of life is, Pat, just off the top of your head?
Last I saw it was 129.
Yeah, I think it's up to about 130, 140 now, and they're still missing.
Still missing over 100.
Over 100, yeah. It's horrific.
It's horrific.
And they just had flooding again, so that means everything moves down more. Jeez. But yeah, that first week, we took a week until we went down because we wanted to stay out of the way. There were too many people that with the loss of life in the search and rescue.
Is this our footage?
Yeah, this is some of the drone footage from. And what's amazing about this is that that's not even the river. That's right next to the river. So the whole Guadalupe.
This was a runoff.
This was just a runoff. What's interesting though is walking through this area. There's just regular locals and probably people from all around Texas just searching. I mean, they brought their own shovels, they brought their own pickaxes, and they're just trying to, help.
How do you search and stuff like that? I mean, you were washed down, and you were probably, bodies would be swept up in the logs. And
and
silt.
There's search and rescue teams from all over the country, and that's again, we saw that in North Carolina. Look at that, and it's just
Do you happen to be watching on the Blaze? This is footage that Mercury One just brought back, and it is. Is that the runoff, or is that the river?
That is the river right there. Okay. And right in that area, we're helping a little town because there was about 26 homes that were hit pretty hard by it. And so we're helping in that area provide, the sheetrock and everything they need to kind of rebuild. But the day before we were in that neighborhood, about 200 yards away, they found 2 adults and a little 9-month-old.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
And that's a week after this.
Yeah.
And just the devastation.
There's still 101 people missing.
Yep.
132 confirmed dead and 101 missing. It's just unbelievable.
It's horrific. And, it's interesting, just talking with some of the locals and about what they're going through. And almost everyone said, we're Texans, we're going to get through it. And then we talked to all of our partners, and they said, this is unlike any disaster we've ever seen. And some of them been doing it for 15, 20 years. And they said the response from the administration helped us to be able to help them long term. And
you mean administration, the state
and federal. Because they sent the they sent the National Guard, but also the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard got there within no time. We saw the story about the diver. And it's cool to see when administrations do the job. But we, as Mercury One, we always challenge, or when we're there and talking with people. Last week, we kind of said, hey, we're going to need we challenged our donors $1 million. And when we say that, our people know that we do not take admin costs. It's not saying, hey, come, help us keep the lights on so we can go help people. It's literally $1 million to go help in the Hill Country. And as soon as we got to the Hill Country, we got a text from our team saying within 48 hours, the donors raised $1 million. And usually with that, we do have to pay credit card fees. But the donors chose to pay $25,000 of fees to go help these people. And I think that alone tells you, one, how amazing our donors are, but how amazing your listeners are because they believe and they trust what we're doing with the funds.
I have to tell you, JP, I'm so proud of Mercury One. And I'm so proud of what you've created. You are there, and you're the first in, the last out every time.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
It's so good to see that, to have a nonprofit to where you can honestly say, we're going to help you and we're going to be there. And unfortunately, we kept hearing, as soon as the president had left, which so glad he was there, a lot of NGOs left. And as soon as the cameras left, they left. And so we kept hearing this from all of our partners. And thank God, when we choose a partner, we go through a long dating period.
Oh, yeah.
And we make sure that they are, vetted and taken care of. But they're staying. We're staying for a long time. I mean, I just got an update this morning. We're up to almost 150 homes rebuilt in North Carolina. Our goal is 400 over the next 2 years. And 100% of the funds that came in last year go to help those people. And it's just so...
Do we have the money for 400 houses?
Because of the donors last year, we were very close to being able to cover all of it.
Wow.
Yeah. And so same thing with Texas. We're going to be there for a long time helping rebuild these homes because even though, you're in the main area, the main town, you see people kind of going about their business, going to a local store, buying some plants, but then you go right around the corner and the destruction starts. And so the difference with North Carolina, the infrastructure was gone and no one was coming in to help them. Here, there's power on in the buildings, the businesses are going to run, but it's the loss of life and the homes that are gone. There's so many mobile homes that are just destroyed. We talked to one mom that lost her husband and she and her kids are just living on a couch. So we're helping provide hotel rooms. We're also looking at helping to pay for the funerals of some of these kids and some of these families because they don't have the funds for it. And again, we're seeing that most people did not have flood insurance in this area. And so insurance companies have already denied a couple people that we reached out to, which amazingly, they responded that fast. And we're going to help. We're going to help rebuild because we want this area to be the hill country again. We don't want it to be anything else. We don't want people to come in and, take over the land like we've seen some of that in Lahaina. But
you see that now in Los Angeles. You hear the latest?
Los Angeles is a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
And
there's the state and the city coming in and we told you that was going to happen. That is their plan.
Yeah.
That is a plan that was on the books. From
low-income housing in Pacific Palisades.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But they're also buying it up and preserving now, exactly what they were doing in Lahaina.
Yeah.
We said that was going to happen, and they're just like, you can't live there anymore.
Yeah, you can't live there. We need to build like a green space to make sure that it's really taken care of. Yeah, sure, okay. But we helped in Los Angeles as well with generators to the local churches, and we're helping because of what some of our donors did rebuild some of those local churches that were destroyed and no insurance and not the state. Nobody's going to help them. It's just there's so many little stories that we can tell for generations about what Mercury One's done.
It's really an amazing thing, and I'm amazed at how well the money is managed. And how far you guys make this money go. It is really remarkable.
Takes an amazing team.
Yeah. And I know we have some announcements coming, and I'm really excited.
Me too.
Next year is going to be a very exciting year for Mercury One.
Yep.
Very exciting.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to get involved, all you have to do is go to mercuryone.org, mercuryone.org. When there is a disaster, we are there. And I'll tell you, I don't know if either one of you know why I say 100% goes when we raise something for like this, it goes to whatever it is we're talking about. You want to raise something, you want to give something now for Texas, you just go to the website and say, I want to help this disaster, and it will 100% goes there.
60% is usually unusual. And if 60% of your donation goes to where you intend for it to go, and then 40% administration, that's unusual.
Well, everything that we raise right? Can we say this, right? Everything that we raise when it is earmarked, we have a general fund.
Correct.
And we mark that clearly that this is to keep the lights on. But that's why we usually do these fundraisers.
Yeah.
But everything goes right directly to the source.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
incredible.
Unheard of. That's unheard of. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's mercury1.org, mercury1.org. And thank you as an audience. You amaze me. You truly amaze me. You give me so much hope that there's good, profound good left in this country. And every day, because, I don't open up the mail and see the checks. I do get a report, every quarter, when the board meets, and I see it's not coming in $100,000 chunks. It's coming in 10, 20, 50, $100 chunks. People who are they don't have the money to give big. It's just so many people just doing what they can. And I wish I could share that hope with you. I wish you could see what I see from my vantage point. It's remarkable what this audience really is.